Okay, I start the class. Hello, Jock. Kids, don't waste time. Jensen, Jamie, Ryan, Ujensa, and Mark, turn on your video, please. All right, last time I asked you guys to, hi, Mark. I asked you guys to look at your workbooks and finish writing it. Has everyone done that?
No.
Go get your workbook so we can talk about those pages. Jason, do you have your workbook ready?
Yes.
Before we start the workbook, I'll just ask some questions. Jason, if you were taller, would many girls like you?
If I were taller, no.
Many girls
You say
still
it.
wouldn't like me.
Yeah, girls
Say
still
it.
won't like me.
You ever say still wouldn't like me?
Still wouldn't like me.
Who can I ask? Joyce, if you were Japanese, what language would you speak?
If I go to,
Not if I go to, if I were Japanese.
if I were Japanese, I would speak Japanese.
Of course you would. Mark, if you were American, what language would you speak?
If I am American,
No,
I
stop.
will speak
Stop.
American.
Stop. You cannot say if I am. What's the word?
Oh.
If I were.
If I were
Stop. Wait. Yes, if I were American, that's good. But American is not a language, so you cannot say I would speak American. So you'd have to say, what's the language they speak there?
English.
So tell me, if I were American.
If I were American, I will.
Not will.
Oh, I would speak English.
Perfect. Sophia, if you had a lot of money, who would you buy a birthday present for?
If I had a lot of money, I would buy a present for Lindsay.
That's a big fat lie. Evan, are you trying to show us your dozai? Jensen, do you live in the same house as Jason? I think you guys live in the same house.
No.
Jensen, if you could have 100 on your test, would your mother give you money?
If I could get 100 on my test, my mother won't give me money.
It's not won't, Jensen. What is it? Wouldn't.
My mother wouldn't give me money.
So, Jensen, here's what you have to say. 还是不会啊. If I got 100 on my test, my mother still wouldn't give me money. Do you understand what I mean? That still? So,
Yes.
Violet, if you got 100 on your test, would your mother give you money?
Yes, if I got 100 on my test, my mother will give me $100.
$100? It's not enough. Jock, if you got 100 on all your tests, would your mom give you money?
If I got 100 on my test, my grandmother will give me $100.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to say this a million times. It's not will. What is it, Jock?
Would.
All right, everybody help me. Look at your workbook. I want to show you something on page 38. Do you see page 38 really fast? All right, look at number 1 on 38. We have number 1, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Do you see those 5 questions? One of them is not second conditional. Which one is not second conditional? Sophia, Anita, Candace, Brian, turn on your videos. Peggy, Sandy, Ryan, Ushan-san, Turn on your videos. I cannot see you. Finn, Jamie, Anida. Okay, Derek, which one do you think is not second conditional?
Number 4.
Why do you think that, Derek?
Because it has will.
Everybody look at number 4. I don't know why the book did this. It's very strange. Number 1 says if we stayed. Number 2 says you would. Number 3 says if I stayed. But number 4 is will, not would. I don't know why. Maybe they just want to test you. Hi, Tiger. If you look at number 4, it's really strange. We will need passports. And then it says if, who can give me the answer? Who knows the answer? We will need passports. Jason, give me the answer. We will need passports.
We will need passports if we fly to another country.
If this were second conditional, Jason's good, it would say we would need passports if we flew to another country. The fly will become flew, right? I don't know why the book decided suddenly to write a different conditional. It's very strange. But has everybody noticed this one is different than the other ones? All right. I don't think we finished reading. Did we finish reading part 2? Let's do it really fast. Number 2, they. The one about grandparents. Who can give me the sentence? Who can read number 2 for me? Part 2, number 2. I need you monkeys to raise your hands. Good job, Jason. Jason, read it. Number 2.
Part 2, right?
Yep.
The number 1.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2. They would learn more about their
Ancestors.
ancestors if they visited their grandparents.
Perfect. Everybody look at that word, ancestors. Do you see the word ancestors? All right. Ancestors means people in your family who have already died. Did you hear what I said? So maybe your grandmother's grandmother's grandmother, she's dead. So she's your ancestor. So is your grandmother your ancestor? Somebody raise your hand. Is your grandmother your ancestor? Sophia, is your grandmother your ancestor?
No, my grandmother isn't my ancestor
Why isn't she your ancestor, Sophia?
because she is alive.
She's alive. So sometimes in Taiwan, you guys will pray to your... Who knows? Who do you pray to? Jensen, who do you pray to?
Our ancestors.
Perfect.
My
Now,
parents.
you're right. In America, we don't pray to our ancestors, okay? Japan, Taiwan, China, Myanmar, sometimes those places will pray to their ancestors, but we don't do that. Got it? And of course, your grandmother, grandfather, if they are alive, they're not your ancestors. Everybody say ancestors. I have a question. Let's see who's smart. Where are my ancestors from? Don't say the bathroom. Derek, where do you think? Where are my ancestors from?
Your ancestors are from America.
The problem is, that's true because my grandfather is not alive anymore and he lived in America. But a long time ago, my ancestors were not from America. I'm not Indian, okay? So my ancestors were not from America a long time ago. Anybody want to guess? Evan, what do you think?
我是那个人，不是。
You're not wrong, say it.
I forgot. 英国，好像是这种。我查一下。Wait.
Okay, Tiger, I think you know where. You can guess, Tiger. Where are my ancestors from?
Your ancestors are from America.
We already said this. Yes, my grandfather's father lived in America, but a long time ago, my ancestors were not from America because I'm not Indian, okay? Indians lived in America. Sophia, what do you think? Where were my ancestors from?
Your ancestors are from the UK.
From the UK? You're almost right. Pretty close. And in fact, actually, that answer is not wrong. Derek, what do you think?
Your ancestors are from the Europe.
From Europe? Well, that is true. They are from Europe. That's true. Some of you guys don't know this. My ancestors are from Scotland. Do you remember we talked about the name Scotland before? Scotland in Chinese is Sugaland. Do you know that place? And Sophia's right because Scotland is in the UK. If you're in England, it's above England, okay? So my ancestors are from Scotland. But here's the question. Where are your ancestors from? Derek?
My ancestors are from China.
Yeah, actually, you could say Taiwan. That's okay. It's not a problem. But you guys are not Aborigines, Yinzuming, right? So you probably wouldn't say your ancestors are from Taiwan. Jason, where are your ancestors from?
My ancestors were from ROC.
The problem is, 200 years ago, did they live in Taiwan? Or did they live in China?
No,
China.
the whole China is ROC.
That is true. You're right. You're right. You could say the ROC, but the problem is the ROC is not that old, right?
It was, but
Well, yeah, okay, but we still understand you probably are going to say China, right? Mark, where are your ancestors from? The bathroom. Mark, where are your ancestors from?
My ancestors are from Fujian.
Fujian. A lot of you probably have ancestors from Fujian, right? Because a lot of Taiwanese speak that language, okay? Oh my God, Yuxuan's here. I can't believe it. That's amazing. Yuxuan, say hello. You have to turn on your microphone, Yuxuan. Can you turn on your microphone?
Hi.
Hi, very good. And look on his bed, he has the mosquito net. You see that mosquito net? So cool, looks like a princess house. All right, we're looking at page 38 in the workbook. Who can read number 3? Somebody ugly, read number 3. Who's gonna read number 3? Sophia, you're not ugly, go read it.
If I liked adventure, I would try mountain climbing.
Did you say would or will?
Would.
All right, Sophia, I have a question for you. He says, if I liked adventure, I would try mountain climbing. Sophia, is he going to try mountain climbing?
No,
Why not, Sophia?
because he doesn't like adventure.
Sophia understands the grammar. Sophia understands what this person is saying. This kid is not going to try mountain climbing. Derek, how do I know he isn't going to try mountain climbing?
For what?
But he says, okay, let me ask you first, Derek. Is he going to try mountain climbing?
Of course not.
Why not, Derek? How do you know that?
Because he used second conditional.
But what did he say that he doesn't like?
He used if.
Yes, but what did he say he doesn't like? Well, listen, in English, if I say, if I liked Violet, that means I don't like Violet. If I say, if I had $1 million, that means I don't have $1 million. Got it? If I use second conditional, and if I say, if I were a monkey, what does that mean? If I were a monkey? Who knows
You
what
are
that
not a
means?
monkey.
You're not a monkey, right? Somebody help me. If I had a gun, somebody tell me what that means. If I had a gun. Jason?
you don't have a gun.
You don't have a gun. If I say, if I were tall, what does that mean? Mark, you look more handsome now. Tiger, what's that mean? If I were tall?
You are not tall now. You are very short.
That's true. So if I say, if I liked adventure, what does that mean? Jason?
Don't like adventure.
You don't like adventure. This is what you need to understand about second conditional. Everything you say actually is the opposite. If I had $1 million, that means you don't have $1 million. All right, look at number 4. If they didn't, who can read it for me? Number 4, page 38, part 2. Sophia, read it.
If they didn't love water, they wouldn't stay at a water park.
Water park. In this sentence, when they say stay at a water park, that means they're going to stay at a hotel near the water park. So they're going to stay at a hotel near the water park. Sophia, read the sentence again. If they didn't.
If they didn't love water, they wouldn't stay at a water park.
So what does that mean about this person? What do we know about this person? What do we know? Jason, what do we know about this person?
This person love water.
Perfect. This person loves water. We know this person likes water because he says, if I didn't like water. So what does that mean, Sophia?
They love water now.
That means they love water. So let's try the opposite. If I say, if I weren't crazy, what's that mean? If I weren't crazy, Jock?
That means you're crazy.
The same as you. If I say, if I spoke Japanese, what's that mean? Evan?
You don't speak.
You don't speak.
Don't speak.
Good. Jason, make a sentence. If I were a boy.
But I am a boy.
Perfect. So everybody, quickly, look at page 39. We've talked about this a million times. I want to read the whole story and see your answers are correct. If I went on vacation, Violet, read that first sentence for me, please. Do you see page 39 in your workbook? We've read
If
this.
I went on vacation, I wouldn't go to a theme park.
Read the next one, Jason.
I love history, so I would want to go to a country with an interesting history.
Very good. Read the next one, Derek. And Derek disappeared. Type. Oh, sorry, Derek. Go ahead.
Huh?
Start again.
Oh, for example, if I spent time in Greece,
You're good.
yeah, Greece, I was so excited.
No, you forgot a word. I would
be excited.
Very good. I would be so excited. Tiger, read the next one.
If I went to Athens, I would see all ruins at the Acropolis.
Very good. The Acropolis. Evan, stop playing with your video. At the Acropolis. Jock, read the next one.
If I had time.
It's not have.
If I had time, I would take pictures at all of the
Sites.
sites.
Good. Listen to that sentence again. Look at it. If I had time, I would take pictures at all of the sites. Is he going to take pictures at the sites? No. Why? He doesn't have time. Got it? Violet, read the next one. Of course.
Of course, my mom would want to go shopping in the city if we could.
If we could. Mark, read the next one. After.
After If we felt very tired, we wouldn't visit the museums.
We wouldn't visit the museum. Leo, can you do the last one? Instead. And Leo's not listening to me. Who can read it for me? Finn, can you read the last one instead? I don't think Finn is here. Candace, can you read the one instead? I want to cry. Jensen, read it instead. Jensen, read it instead. Turn on your mic.
Instead,
Okay, Jason, read it.
Oh,
instead, we will sit on the beach and relax.
Good. Listen, kids. Instead, we would sit. Did everybody write we would sit? All right. All right. Look at the bottom. We read it. It's easy for you guys. Sophia, read number 2 for part 4.
If I played, I will get wet.
Read number 3. Tiger. Mark, stop playing.
If I went camping, I'd sleep in a tent.
Perfect. In a tent. Read number 4, Evan.
If I stay resort,
At a resort.
at the resort, I will swim
I would swim where?
in the swimming pool.
Of course. If I stayed, S-T-A-Y-E-D. Mark, put your souvenir down, please. If I stayed at a resort, I would swim in the swimming pool. And part 5 at the bottom, I told you guys to write part 5. Did everybody do it? Give me a sentence for part 5. Raise your hand. Listen, let me tell you, when I do Sandra's class and I do the other classes, everybody wrote number 5. So I'm sure you guys did it too, right? You gave me a sentence for number 5. Violet, give me a sentence for number 5.
If our school took us to camping, they wouldn't let us swim in the pool.
Sophia, give me a sentence.
I write the same.
I wrote the same. Jensen, give me a sentence. There should be 2 sentences here, guys. You need to write 2 sentences. Did you do it? Jensen, did you write anything?
just a sentence. One.
Okay, but there are 2 sentences, not just one. Mark, give me a sentence.
If my brother were died,
Now, if my
I was
brother
very
died.
happy.
Oh my God, if my brother died. Say it again.
If my brother died, I would very happy.
I would be.
I would be very happy.
What a terrible sentence, but the grammar's right. Sophia, give me another one.
If we went to a class trip, we wouldn't have homework.
If we went to a class trip, we wouldn't have homework. Can anybody else write another one? Any if sentence is okay. Tiger, give me an if sentence for number 5. If I kissed a monkey, if I lived on the moon. Go.
If I couldn't eat McDonald's, I would be very unhappy.
Good sentence. Everybody turn your book to page 40. I'm sure everybody has finished page 40 because I asked you to do it on Friday. So number 1, he would. Now this one we're going to write is rather, okay? So did everybody write page 40, rather? Say, I wrote it. You guys are killing me. Jason, give me the answer for number 1.
He would rather fly than take a boat.
You're right. The important word in this sentence is than, T-H-A-N. He would rather fly than take a boat. Some people get seasick. The boat is really slow. Number 2, give me a sentence. Raise your hand. Number 2, Derek.
Would they rather buy souvenirs or see the sights?
Good. And last week we talked about what souvenirs are. Food is not a souvenir. Number 3, Violet.
I would rather see animals at the zoo than go on safari.
Then go on safari. Now, listen here. Do you see where it says see and go? Because those two verbs are different, they have to say both verbs. I would rather see animals than go on safari. But look at well, first of all, let's do number 4. Who's ready? Yeah, Evan, can you do number 4? Derek, stop writing. Evan, can you do number 4?
I would rather not come with us.
Well, yes, he would rather not
Oh,
come with us. Do
Oh,
number
he.
5. Yep, do number 5. Who's ready for number 5? Tiger, do number 5.
Would she rather go to the hotel or go dancing?
Now, I want you guys, everybody to look at number 5. Everybody look at number 5. Number 5 is a little funny because it says go to the hotel and go dancing. Both have the words go, but you notice they didn't kill the go. They said it. Because sometimes if you use the same verb, you still need to say it. For example, would she rather go to the hotel or dancing? Do you see how it sounds strange? Would she rather go to the hotel or dancing? It's a little strange, okay? So sometimes you have to say the verb twice, even if it's the same verb. Everybody say okay. Okay,
Okay.
good. Okay, great.
Okay.
Perfect. Number 6, raise your hand if you're ready. Sophia?
My parents are planning a vacation, but they'd rather keep it a surprise.
When they say they would rather keep it a surprise, that means they don't want to tell anybody. So they didn't tell the kids. Maybe they didn't tell the uncles and the aunts. So they're going to have a vacation, but they would rather keep it a surprise. That means we're not going to tell anybody. It's a secret. Okay? Okay, at the bottom, easy. I would rather swim in the ocean than in a lake. Did you guys notice it doesn't say swim both times? It puts swim in parentheses. Does everybody see that? Because you don't have to say it. Jason, read number 1 and don't say the swim twice.
I would rather swim in the ocean than in a lake.
Sure. Who could do number 2? Sophia?
She would rather eat seafood than meat.
You know, the sentence says, and Sophia's right, she would rather eat seafood than meat. But don't you think this sentence is a little strange? Why do I think this sentence is strange? Anybody know? Derek, you should be able to tell me. Why do you think this sentence is strange? Number 2. Is it strange?
A little bit strange.
Tell me why, Derek.
Because that these two things are all meat.
It's me too, right? I think it's strange. I don't know why they wrote this. I think it's a very strange sentence because seafood is a meat, right?
Yes.
I think so too. But look at the sentence. She would rather eat seafood than meat. What a strange sentence, right? All right, who can do number 3? Okay, Jason, go.
I would rather relax than get exercise. Wait, would you rather relax or get exercise on your vacation?
Yeah, don't forget this is a question. Would you rather get exercise? Oh, no, but would you rather relax or get exercise on your vacation? Of course, what a stupid question, right? Everybody's going to say relax, don't you think so? Who would say have exercise? Anybody say that? Oh, Sophia, you're crazy. Who's going to read number 4? Okay, Derek, go.
He would rather go to the beach than to a water park.
Perfect. Number 5, who can do it? Tiger?
We would rather take the train than take the bus.
You don't have to say take twice, so read it again.
We would rather take the train than the bus.
Perfect. All right, kids, we don't have a lot of time. So I need you to look at page 40. What is that? Page 43 or 42? 41. Look at page 41. Does everybody see page 41? Tomorrow, we're going to do page 41 in this class. So you need to finish writing all of page 41. Who wrote it already? Raise your hand. Who wrote page 41 already? Evan, Jock, Tiger, Leo. Who didn't write it? Violet, did you write it already? All right, all of you, if you have not written page 41, you need to do it for your homework. Do you hear what I said? Tomorrow, I want to see it. I'm going to tell you to hold up your book and show me. Can you do that? All right, kids. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.